So, the Sonic Forces demo came out today on the Japanese eShop for the Nintendo Switch. It seems like this demo is only out for the Switch right now, and it's only in Japan. But it's very simple to make a Japanese Nintendo account and download the game for free. So I got the demo here, and let's go ahead and start it up and start playing. So, I don't know why exactly this is only Switch right now. That's actually interesting, honestly, to see the demo is only on this console. I was thinking maybe this would have been released on like the PS4 as well in Japan for the demo. But that's Switch exclusive for now, so we'll get an idea how the Switch version in particular plays. So let's just go ahead and begin. It's all in Japanese, so there's going to be a little bit of a language barrier, but luckily we don't really need to read to understand what to do in this game. So like that, I don't know what that says exactly, but from what I've been seeing, each stage has like a 60-second timer. So you have about a minute to play the stage before it's done. So let's play the first stage here, which I believe is a modern Sonic stage. Now, the one thing everyone's been complaining about has been this timer for the demo. People have been saying the demo itself is a piece of garbage, and it's just because of this timer. Honestly, if there was no minute timer counting down, this would probably be a much better demo for people. So we'll probably be playing these stages a couple times. There's no way I can get my idea of how this game plays by just playing it once for a minute. But so far this is controlling pretty much like Sonic Generations does, so I'm used to that. Only attack is on the B button. On the Switch, you can ground pound. We got the boost mechanic here. All stuff I'm pretty used to, honestly. It's interesting to see Forces go back to the idea of boost being a power-up thing you need to grab with the wisps. That's actually a pretty nice touch. I will give it that. Because that's the one thing about Unleashed Generations people complained about. Is it was very boost heavy and you could just spam it. But with Colors, you couldn't really do that as much because of the wisps. Yeah, that was it. Wow. That is short. That's weird. Honestly, that a demo has a timeout feature. That's really inconsistent, honestly, for a demo to have. Because the whole point of it is to take as much time as you would want in a very small portion of the game. So, to see a demo not have that ability of you can just play it for at least a few minutes is a little weird. At least you get to see more of the gameplay than you can play it so far. I don't think I've seen this trailer, so I think this is a new trailer they just made. Interesting though that the Japanese demo has the English lyrics for the song. I guess they don't have Japanese lyrics yet, or if they don't even plan on doing that. Who knows? Fist Bump's not a bad song, honestly. I've listened to this a couple times. It's very catchy. Now that right there, the gameplay we just seen, is the one I'm interested in the most. I want to see how the custom character plays. That's the one thing I have no idea how it's going to function yet. I've seen gameplay clips that Sega's released, and it looks kind of like a mix of speed with slower platforming, so I'll get an idea for like a minute. Which means I'll probably play that a lot. Like maybe 4 or 5 times just to get an idea. Alright, so again, very much like Generations, you can use a D-pad or the joystick here. There's no separate button for spin dash, it looks like. I had to hold down and do the spin dash motion. Interesting. Spin dash also seems to be not as powerful as it was in Generations, which is good since this is the Generations classic Sonic, and that spin dash was overpowered in Generations. Alright, so I see what you need to do here. You need to bounce these metal things back into the Dragoon. Seems like a simple enough fight, but I think it's supposed to be one of the first fights in the game, if not maybe the first. And that's it. Wow. I didn't even feel like a minute yet. That was quick. Alright, let's go ahead and sample the custom character real quick. Yeah, we're skipping this. Oh, you can pause it. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm not going to pause the cutscene. I want to skip it. So let's take a look at the custom character, and then we'll come back and play these stages a few times, just to get more of an idea. Especially with the custom, we'll probably do a couple times, since there's a decent amount of customization they're giving you for a demo. I thought it was just going to be, have this one thing, and that's it. But 3 different weapons is interesting. Loading times don't seem too bad on the Switch so far, which is a good thing to see. That's one thing I was a little concerned about, only because I've heard some Switch ports loading time has been kind of inconsistent. Like I heard Rayman Legends on Switch takes forever to load for some reason. This grapple hook feature is pretty useful though. Alright, so Z or doesn't. I think that's like my whip attack. Oh no, it's a flamethrower. Oh, I thought I had a ring. Oh, it starts you over, but the timer's still counting down. That's a little annoying. So I can like reset that? Yeah, okay, good. So if I die, I should probably just hit reset to fix the timer. Honestly, it's not really that fair that the beginning of the stage is a long, drawn-out 10 seconds to get into, just because of this timer. Now, so red rings are back, I noticed too. That's interesting, since the last game that had red rings was Sonic Lost World, and how that game handled the red rings were not the greatest, honestly. Like, there's so many do-or-die red rings, and a lot of them you had to backtrack for. So, I'm hoping this game does it better. We'll have to see. Oh, I just barely missed that platform. Dang it. Well, we're pretty much out of time anyways. Yeah, I know. You can zigzag left and right, use the buttons or the stick. X is probably to use the whisk, which I have like no time for. But it looks like, yeah, you can use whisk power-ups with the custom character, so that's interesting. Okay. So we'll take a look at more of the custom character here in just a few minutes, because right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at all of the classic and modern Sonic stuff first. See if I can beat the stages. So let's do modern Sonic stage here a couple times, just to get a feel of it. So far, though, what I'm playing of each character, it's interesting. It's basically the Sonic Generations gameplay style. And I'm not complaining about that. I love Generations. It's one of my favorites in the series. Some people have been a little mixed with that, but as long as it's a good, solid gameplay style, it doesn't really matter to me. So it doesn't seem like there was an air dash. I tried doing one, didn't work. But that stomp being here is good. I get to keep that momentum. Honestly, it's good we're going this way this time, because now we're seeing an alternate path. Okay, so doesn't matter what you do there. Okay. So we're just about ready to time out. Let's go ahead and restart. I've seen it's actually possible to beat this stage. And same for the classic Sonic boss stage. I've seen it's possible to beat both. But you have to be really quick to do it. Like, you have to already memorize the level. If you don't, you're just not going to be able to beat the stage. That's how short it is. Like, I think that maneuver right there, I think would screw me up for wanting to beat the stage. I don't get why they put a 1-minute timer on each stage like this. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's such a baffling move. So if I take this way, just keep on boosting, boost the win. Doesn't seem like you can boost on this. I'm trying and nothing's working. I got a red ring. And almost made it. Dang, that was close. Alright, let me go back in that stage one more time. It is possible probably to beat that stage. Let's go. I will say though, playing this game in 30 frames is not that bad. That's the one thing a lot of people complain about the Switch port. That's going to be in 30 instead of 60. But really with the hardware, I'm not expecting this to be the best version. It's a portable version. So, for portable, it seems like it's going to run perfectly fine. Like, this looks great. Oh, that was already a mistake. Let's restart. Yeah, but for a portable version, this looks great. Like, I honestly would love to have this on the go. From how it looks. Also, I haven't heard the Japanese voice actor for Sonic, and not bad. The one they use now is not bad, because I know they changed the voice actors since Colors was released. That was the first time we had the new voice actors for both North American and Japanese territories. This is the first time we're having a lot of exposure to Japanese Sonic voice. Oh, that's bad. I wasted too much time trying to beat the stage. Doesn't seem like there's any way to speed all that up, though. Same for this, you get locked. Oh, they're sidestepping. Okay. So, yeah, control-wise, this is basically modern Sonic from Sonic Generations, but he has a double jump. That's really the only difference I'm noticing in control. And also, there's no air dash, so if you're used to the Colors air dash, it's not here. So yeah, I can, even without being able to understand the language, I can understand how to play as this character because he's playing a lot like other games. Which I kind of figured they wouldn't change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Which is something that Sega is known for. Breaking the formula with this character. So I'm glad they're not really doing it from the looks of things here so far. Or at least in the modern Sonic gameplay. But that little height you get when you boost in the air is a nice touch. That's going to make platforming a lot easier. Barely made that jump. Okay. Come on, we can make it. We're so close to the ending. I could taste it. We're probably not going to make it here either. I tried. I think that's actually as far as I got last time. Alright, so that's enough of modern Sonic. Let's go ahead and play as the classic Sonic here. Playing his level. Skip that. We don't need to see it again for like the 10th time. Alright. Next up, the Egg Dragoon / classic boss fight. Let's do it. See if we can beat it. Should be possible, honestly. But you have to waste like 5 seconds getting to the fight. So that's not good for timer's sake. There. So it's possible to beat him within the first 5 seconds if you're quick enough. So yeah, I could see this being possible to beat in the demo. Oh, he has the drop dash. Interesting. So there's already been a lot of theories, and I think it, honestly, the true ending of Sonic Mania kind of confirms it. But this is supposed to be the same Sonic from Sonic Mania, since he time travels at the very end of the game into this wormhole, and people were assuming that's how classic Sonic is back in Sonic Forces. It's because of that. And it's looking like that theory could easily be true, because this classic Sonic is controlling very similarly. It's just a, a theory. Game theory. Not time to sell out. Seems like it's gonna be kind of annoying to bait him into shooting things out to you in this demo, though. Because he's a lot of wind-up. Yeah, he has a lot of wind-up. So maybe it is impossible to beat him in the demo. Unless you get a really good pattern. Seriously, why the 1 minute demo? I don't understand that. 1 minute per stage is so stupid. I get if it has the time demo in general on the system, because Nintendo does that with their demos, but just each stage only a minute? That's the first time I've ever seen something like this. It's confusing, honestly. Also kind of wish there was a way to skip this. That would really help too for timer's sake. Oh, I didn't want to shoot that. Well, we get double hits in. Maybe that's how you also beat him fast, too. Alright, so this is pretty interesting, but we're going to let the timer run out this time. Alright, so that's classic Sonic, and basically is a more toned up version of the classic Sonic from Generations. Now with Drop Dash from Mania. So it definitely looks like the one from Mania. Kind of figured as much. Alright, last one, and the one we'll probably be on the most, is the custom character. First off, let's try with a different weapon this time. We'll try this thing. From what I've seen, I think it's a whip. So we'll see how well the whip works. Does that look like, I think Fang the Badger, that's the green guy's name? Okay, yeah, this is definitely a whip. So this is not the weapon I would use for speedrunning the stage to see how much is here. It looks like a slower paced weapon. Although in those sections it looks pretty quick. And a little awkward to control, to be honest, because he zips real quick in front of you. I just noticed the stage has lyrics. Interesting, they haven't done that in a Sonic stage in a while. I think I just got as far as I did last time we played the stage too. I don't know what that power is, and I can't tell because, of course, we have a time limit. Thanks, Sega. Let's try again. This time changing the weapon. The weapon's okay, I just don't think I can get too much use out of it in the 1 minute we have. So it looks like, honestly, for experimentation, that's best left for the full game. Now this looks like a hammer. Maybe it's like the Pico Pico hammer Amy has, so you just go crazy with it. Just pound everything. Do some flips. Run really quick upstairs. Wait, what? Okay, it acts like Cube from Sonic Colors? Interesting. Not the combination I would have pictured with it. Honestly, it doesn't really look like it would have Cube outside of the coloring being blue. So that's a little weird. Although it's weird to not hear the Cube music when you turn things to cubes. I'm so used to hearing that music now. This is an interesting weapon. So far, I think my favorite is probably still the flamethrower, because you can constantly move with that thing and kill things. That's a good weapon. I like flamethrowers. But it looks like this is good for combo potential and killing things quick. So, again, not good for the demo. Probably better to experiment when you actually have the full game. But in premise, the weapon looks pretty interesting. A weird combination, I'll say, but interesting nonetheless. Alright. Let's go back into the stage, and now let's see how far we can get. And it seems like each time we're playing it, the character keeps on changing. I don't know what the X means here, though. Is it like, that's your default? Is that what it means? You see, I can't read Japanese, so that doesn't help. And even though I would use a translator, there's only so much I would actually know about the game. So let's just go back into this. I had to use a translator to make sure I was downloading the demo and not somehow doing a pre-purchase for the game. Because that's the one annoying thing. Like, it's easy to download this game on the Japanese eShop if you're in other territories. You can just quickly make a Japanese account. It's free. Demo's free. All you do that is just say you're in Japan and it works, but reading is the hard part because Japanese. So you might need a translator just to make your life a little bit easier. I downloaded this thankfully because it was on the front page. This would be a pain to search for, probably, because I don't know Japanese, so I wouldn't know how to type it out in Japanese. At least, not without a translator to help. Thank God this game's, you know, coming out in English over here at the same time. Don't have to worry about any of those translation issues. Alright, this is Burst. Interesting. So Burst is back. Yeah, train. Almost fall off of it too. I really wish the timer doesn't cut down. Tick down during cutscenes. By the time this is over, we're gonna be done playing the game. Yep. You can't even see what happens in front of the train. It just ends too soon. That's so stupid. I just want to see what happens to my character. I guess his death is too violent and must be censored out. I didn't tell you, but this game was actually directed by 4Kids, which means any little sense of danger must be cut out. It's implied I got ran over by a train. Alright, let's try this one more time. Now it's a bunny, apparently. So it is randomly cycling through the different custom character models they have in the game. So I'm having a bunny for some reason. I got a demo fast. I feel like I got here actually slower than before, which if that's true, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I think we got here slower, which means I won't be able to see all this cutscene. If so, I'm gonna reset the game and, well, not reset the game, reset the level and see. Let's see how it ends. Yeah. It's literally gonna run out right now as I hit the train. So we're gonna reboot. There you go. That's what I wanted to do before, because that saves you some time. Whatever time I can save right now, the best. There you go. Got some speed going into this too. Thanks to that dash pad. Alright, let's see what happens now. I think this is the fastest we got here, so we might be able to see what happens with the train. Oh, so you just barely miss it, and then you can homing attack something to continue the stage, but we don't have enough time to do that, which kind of sucks. Alright, so that was pretty interesting. I think to end the demo, because there's not much more I can do here, honestly. I said I would be only streaming the demo for a few minutes, and I wasn't kidding. There's not much here. I think how we'll end it is go back to Modern Sonic stage and see if we can beat it, because we gotten pretty close, so let me just see what we can do. I want to get more of a handle on Modern anyways. He's the character I put the most time into on Sonic Generations, so this is the character I'm probably playing the most of anyways when I can. So I already see what I could do to go fast. And I gotta go fast. Gotta go super fast because I have only so much time. There's no time. What the heck? Okay. Excuse me. So, it's definitely a Sonic game where I can randomly get stopped in the air because something exploded. That was some good speed, so it seems like you keep a lot of your momentum when you jump, too. So momentum-based gameplay is still really strong in this one, which is a good thing to see. Probably a little bit more than what Generations had momentum-wise. Yeah, that's definitely too slow now, so we'll have to restart. Although that's weird to see Sonic kind of run up nothing. Like, why is this running animation still going on, guys? Come on. Why? Whoa, wait, hang on. I did the pound, it didn't do anything. Alright, one more time. Try it again. This might look silly, I'm restarting all the time, but hey, this is what you kind of need to do to experience the demo fully. Which I don't understand, Sega, seriously. If they do release this demo on other systems, I do hope they remove this time limit thing, or even update the demo to remove it. Because, premise-wise, a demo should not have a 1 minute time limit. That's way too short to actually get an idea of what you're doing. If I wasn't constantly replaying, I would honestly have no idea how this game would actually play. 1 minute is way too short to have an idea. Don't think that's enough time. I don't even have any boost, so I'm gonna probably have to do another reboot. Yeah, at this point it should probably be about like 10 seconds. That's a really long way to go too, so I think I do have to do the wall run. Why did I jump? I hit the A button, not the B button. That's weird. Although playing this is giving me a good idea of what controller I should use, because I pre-ordered the PC copy. So that tells me if I should use my Xbox One controller or my PS4 controller. And with how much 3D I've been doing so far, it seems like the One controller is probably better for me. 3D games, I prefer that controller. It's just so comfortable. If only it had Bluetooth built into it. I need to get a new one. My controller doesn't have Bluetooth, because it's one of the earlier models, and that's like, that's so stupid that there was no Bluetooth in it originally. They added it in now, which is good. But it should have been there to begin with. That shouldn't have been something they added later with a new revision of the controller. Oh, I wonder if it's possible to play this game with a GameCube controller. Probably can, because somehow, I don't know how, but with the newest Switch update, GameCube controllers can be used on the Switch itself, which is basically a Pro controller with less buttons. So I don't know how it would work in this game. It'd be an interesting idea to try, but I kind of don't feel like doing that. too much of a hassle just to see how one game would play. Wow. Alright. Go again. Now this feels like I'm doing time trials. I'll probably try to make like 5 more attempts at the most just so we can get a move on with things. There's only so much you can do with one stage. Especially when crap like that happens and you lose like a second. And every second counts right now. I just want to see the ending of the stage. I've seen this possible to beat, so I kind of at least want to see more of the stage before we swap games. Also, why do I keep on missing that jump? That's so weird. I was getting it before, but now I'm not. I guess when we're just constantly doing this stuff, I can at least mention graphically, this game does look great. I'm so glad they revived the Hedgehog engine from Sonic Unleashed. And it looks like so far they found out how to revive it proper because it doesn't look like they have any issues so far, at least, in frame rate. Frame rate seems to be a stable 30 frames on Switch. That's probably going to be a solid 60 on everything else. Which is good because Sonic Unleashed is known to be basically a PowerPoint presentation in certain levels. So, frame rate and graphically, this is looking great. I'm kind of interested in the story, at least to explain some things of why is the level look like it's desert a little bit, like what's going on. I kind of feel like that'd be a great thing to at least understand in story, because I'm not expecting the story of this game to be that great. Sonic games are never known for story. I think the best game story-wise, I don't know, might have been like Adventure 2 or something. And even then, that's kind of a stretch in saying that was a good story, to be honest. That was an interesting new path. I just wish I could finish it. I'm trying to think. I think Adventure 2 is probably my favorite story, and it has a lot of issues. It's not a great story, to be honest. I just have attachment. 7 out of 10, too much desert. That's basically what IGN would probably do. How you doing today, by the way? That's also weird. If you hit anything in the air, your boost is gone, too. Alright, let's get this one more good attempt, and then we're going to be done playing this game. So that way we can move on. So I'm looking forward to the game, but there's only so much of the demo I can play. Okay, seriously, I want to have a good attempt, not an attempt where I stop in the middle of the planks and waste time, where I can only see the same portion of the stage over and over again. Let's just move. I lost some speed, but at least I kept my momentum and height. So that's good. It may be possible to see more of the stage now. And then I do that. Alright, never mind. Not possible to see any more of the stage. In fact, we're going to be seeing less of it. Wow. And it seems like you'd only take that other path running on the wall if you take the alternate pathway. So that's kind of annoying too. Alright, I think that's it for Sonic Forces, honestly. This only comes out in like, what, 2 more weeks? Something like that? Comes out on the 7th. So that's, yeah, only 2 weeks away. I mean, this is the time of the year everything's starting to come out. Odyssey comes out this Friday. Then you have Sonic Forces here the 7th of November. Then Pokemon like a week later. Like, this is the time everything's coming out at once. So gaming-wise, it's going to be very busy. That's for sure. It's going to be a good holiday season. People have been mixed about this game. They don't know what to feel. To me, I'm thinking it's going to be an alright game. Like, it's so far by premise, I need to see more of the custom character in play. That's the one thing I still can't get a good opinion on. From what I've seen, and the little bit I got to play here, it's going to be an interesting gameplay style. It's just a fully 3D Sonic gameplay style, but with weapons. And how they handle the specific weapons, I need to see more of, because we don't have enough time to experiment with them here. The flamethrower probably seems to be the most effective, since you don't stop. That whip and hammer seem like they're good for taking out enemies in large clusters, but also seems like they're not good for speed, since you have to stop to use them. Like, this stuff, I can't get a good idea until I actually play the full game. So, from what I'm seeing, classic and modern Sonic feel just like Sonic Generations, so they feel solid, and happy with that. Custom character, I need more time with. So far, it seems to be alright, but can't really say too much. I'm still looking forward to this game. 2 more weeks, and that's for the Switch version in particular. It seems like this version is going to be a pretty solid port of the game. Even though it's not going to be the full frame rate the other consoles have, you still get it on the system. It's apparently, from what I've read in interviews, it was kind of a challenge to get this game working on the Switch at first anyways. But they got it to work just as well here as they do the other consoles, so we got a fully portable version of the game. Be happy with that, right? I'm going to be happy with it, so I might pick up the Switch version of this game at some point if I like it enough and it's cheap enough. Who knows? For now, I got my PC copy ordered, and I'm just waiting for that to unlock on Steam, so really looking forward to this game coming out here in the next couple weeks. It'll be a lot of fun.